Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Katrina. Today I am going to be talking to you about a hair color brand. It's actually one of my favorite hair color brands to use, especially for browns and reds. I've used this brand before, but this is my first time using this specific line from this brand. I'm also going to be telling you guys how I apply it and what I do and what I think works best to get the best lift with your color. Before we get into this video, I would really appreciate if you guys could hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and hit the notification button so you're always notified whenever I upload. Let's get into the video. So the brand I'm going to be talking about today is L'Oreal Technique. I love to use these colors because I think it gives a really great lift and there's no need to bleach or lighten your hair prior. So I had a client that she wanted like a burgundy, like reddish color. Usually for any kind of reds, I usually use the L'Oreal High colors. I just pick which one I think would be closest to what the client would want. But I wasn't sure because when she said burgundy, I kind of thought more of like a plum, like brown, dark color. So I was like, let me go to Sally's, because I usually just go to my beauty supply because they have like the basic colors there. But you know, Sally's definitely has more vibrant colors and brands and things to choose. Went to Sally's and I was looking at different colors, but then I looked by the L'Oreal Technique colors and I saw there's I don't know if it's a new line. I know it's pretty new, I think, because I haven't heard of it, but I don't know exactly how new it is. But I saw they had the CHROMA True Red colors. And I was looking at them and I'm like, oh my god, these are so pretty. It took me like maybe 15 minutes to kind of figure out which color I should pick. So I picked CHROMA Sangria. I picked 2 CHROMA Sangria. I hope it's focusing. So I picked 2 CHROMA Sangria and then 1 CHROMA Garnet. I hope you guys can see. If not, I'll put a picture on the side here. But yeah, so I used 2 CHROMA Sangria and 1 CHROMA Garnet just because the Garnet had a little darkness to it, and I thought that would kind of mix in good with the Sangria color. Just to talk about these colors a little bit, this is permanent hair color, but of course, you know, with red there is fading, but it is a permanent color. On the box here it says anti-breakage, complex for light, dark, and 100% gray hair. Also, my client did have some grays and it covered them perfectly, and the grays weren't like pink or like a light red, they were perfect. The ounce of this is 1.74. That's the only, like, not con, but that's the only thing I wish it came at least with like a 2 ounce. It's 1.74 ounces and you mix it with 1.74 developer, and it recommends 20, 30, or 40 volume. I had to buy 3 boxes because I assumed 2 was not going to be enough, and I was definitely right for the length that I was using. So yeah, the only thing I can say is I wish it at least was a 2 ounce. Then I definitely would have only had to buy 2 boxes because these, with my pro discount, I believe they were $6.99. I'm not sure. That's pretty expensive for color. But if the color looks great and, you know, it's an amazing product, then I don't mind spending the money. As long as it works, you know, really well, then I don't mind it being a little pricey. What I like to do when I'm using the L'Oreal Technique High colors, or this one is the CHROMA, but when I'm using this, normally I only use these for like ombre styles. So the client I did with these colors, she was doing her whole hair from root to ends, everything. For me, I find that this color works the best when it's in foils. I'm sure people use it like without foils and they just color it, but for me, I feel like this color works faster when it's in between the foils. So what I did is I colored all her hair. I start like mid to halfway, go through all the sections, then I go back again from the front, color the ends all through again, and then the last thing I do is color the roots because you don't want to get hot roots, and sometimes it's inevitable, honestly, especially with reds. Try to avoid it as best as you can, but in this situation I had to put the color in as soon as I finished everything because my client did have some grays. So, you know, with gray hair, you have to have color in there at least half an hour for it to really penetrate. And yeah, but normally if the client didn't have grays, I would have put the color in maybe the last 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. No, not 10, like 15 minutes. When I color after, I leave it in for maybe because it usually takes me maybe like 15-20 minutes to actually put in the color. Depending on the hair length, anything past the shoulders or past the mid back is definitely going to take me at least 20 minutes. So I think the box says to leave it on for half an hour, so then I usually set a timer for like 15-20 minutes. And yeah, I'll put some pictures from before and after, but you can see like it's so vibrant. Like in the picture you can see like her ends are definitely lighter, but that's only because she had blonde in her hair, so there's really nothing you could do about that. I would have loved if she didn't have the blonde and it was kind of darker, like a more plum, like burgundy color, like the top. But I think it still looks really pretty. I had told her, like, you know, we can always tone down, you know, but it's hard to go lighter. So let's say, because a lot of burgundy or like mahogany colors I was looking at, they had like a very dark base. They had a very dark base to where it looked almost black or almost like a really dark brown. And I really didn't want, I feel like she wouldn't have liked that. Like, and I really didn't want her to have that because I feel like those are colors where you can only see them. I feel like those are colors where you can only see them in the sun, and sometimes it kind of sucks. Like, you don't want to pay to get your hair done and it's a color you can only see in the sun, you know what I mean? So I definitely picked something a little bit more vibrant for her, and I told her, you know, we can always tone it down, but I'd rather do this and have it more vibrant than you might have expected than to do it darker and you're like, this is too dark, like it just looks black. Why do you know what I mean? So I hope that's another tip I always recommend. Go a little bit lighter depending on your color. Like if your hair is, if you have like, let's say you have like blonde highlights, then I would recommend going darker because it's going to be lighter because of the blonde. But if you have darker hair, I definitely recommend going a shade lighter than the shade you intended, because you can always dye it darker, but you cannot, like, once you dye it dark, then you have to like lighten it and it turns into a whole big thing. So yeah, that's a lesson for today. And that's it. I just wanted to give a little review of this color. I'll post the videos of me using another L'Oreal Technique high colors of when I did my hair red. And I'll post some other videos. I'll post some other pictures at the end of this video to show you guys other colors of also using the L'Oreal High Color brand. What I love about this color is you really like before, like when I was maybe like a year into having my cosmetology license, like when I was in beauty school, honestly, we really didn't learn too much about color. Like we learned basic, but nothing like, you know, like the fun colors and stuff. And I always thought to get like red, you had to bleach it first and then dye it red. And I really, you know, to get like a vibrant red, like I knew you could put on red dye and have like a tint of red, or have it again in the sun, have like that tint of red. But I never knew that you really could lighten and get a bright, vibrant color without bleaching it. And when I discovered these colors, it was just like a game changer. I think I've been using this since like 2010, 2011. Yeah, a long time, and it's great. Like the color is amazing. All the reds, all the browns, they lift your hair so well, and especially the reds are so pretty and so vibrant. Like you do not need to you know, bleach your hair and then tone it, and then, you know, a month later your hair is like this orange color. Like this color does fade, and it does start to fade to like a light, not light red, but almost like an auburn color, but it's definitely manageable. You know, if you were to bleach your hair and then dye it red, ugh, it's a nightmare, seriously. Like your hair starts to turn orange and then pink, and then like, ugh, it's too much. And I'm so happy that they have these colors. I'm sure other colors work well, but I've never seen another color work as well as these and like really give such vibrant colors, you know, and such a great lift without using bleach. That's it. I just wanted to review these colors. Definitely, if you're looking to dye your hair red, try out these products. You can get them from Sally's. I'll put them in the link down below so you can see like what other colors they have. Yeah, comment down below what you guys think. If you've ever used this color before, what was your experience with it? If you want to see more videos about me talking about hair color, just comment down below and I'll be happy to do that. Again, I would really appreciate if you guys could hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and hit the notification button so you're notified whenever I upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!